What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about our top 10 quarterbacks right now in college football 25 Ultimate Team. Now, I want to start off this video by saying there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks that aren't mentioned that are really good. Like, even this card right here in Demond Williams Jr. comes with some solid abilities. The card looks good. The 12 throw accuracy as well as paranoid makes it so I don't love the card though. And he's just one of the many guys that I'm kind of thinking about that are really good cards that just don't quite make the top 10. Even a guy like Josh Allen, a card I like, but he is, in my opinion, not quite top 10. Remember, all of this depends on play style as well. So if you like to run the ball with your quarterback, you might prefer some other guys, whereas if you're a pure pocket passer, again, some other guys might be better. Started off at number 10, I'm going with the Lamar Jackson's Valentine's Store Rush card. 96 speed, 96 acceleration, accuracy stats solid. Would maybe wish that throw accuracy stat was a little bit higher, a stat that I personally think matters. A lot of people think, oh, it's just, it doesn't actually matter. I think it does. Good carrying, throws a tight spiral. Again, player traits are pretty solid. I think Lamar Jackson is really solid on this game. Have I actually ever personally used the card? No. But, just playing against him, all those types of things, I think Lamar Jackson, especially running the football, is an absolute beast. I think he's going to be tough to beat, not going to fumble a whole ton. Lamar Jackson coming in here at my number 10. At my number 9, we've got Vince Young. Now, I'm going a lot with, if you know who Mikey is, TapX Mikey, man, I'm going with his thoughts. I didn't do a big Vince Young gameplay. I do not know what this card truly is like. But when I'm looking at it, 97 speed, 95 acceleration, good throw accuracy, good, carrying the ball. One thing about him, though, is he does not throw a tight spiral. Supposedly, he has a pretty poor release as well, which matters a ton at that quarterback position. Like I mentioned with Vince Young. Again, stat-wise, doesn't get much better, but he does not throw a tight spiral. And if his release is as bad as Mikey says it is, I'm going to tell you guys I don't think Vince Young is a top 5 quarterback. Remember, we've got some great quarterbacks in the game. Coming in at my number 8, we've got the 97 overall Mark Sanchez. Now, with him, couple of things to know, okay? 94 speed, 96 acceleration, 97 throw power, good throw accuracy stats across the board, 6'2". Since he is a legend card, he gets all gold abilities. So the gold dot, the gold workhorse, Mark Sanchez, is going to get. And you go in here to comments, everybody's flaming him, but I'm telling you, this card is really, really, really solid. I'm telling you, like, he is so good. Somebody said, what's his release like? Celtics said excellent. So if he has a good release, his stats look this good, what is there to hate with Mark Sanchez? In my opinion, there's nothing. Throwing the football going to be solid. He can run it a little bit. Comes with all gold abilities. At number 8, honestly, it might be too low for Mark Sanchez. At my number 7, plugging in Bren Morton. The thing for Morton, and when I'm looking at things, it's just he throws the ball incredibly well. 94 speed, 97 acceleration, throwing stats are really solid. I think it comes down to this, okay? He is an LTD, so you can change his scheme to be ×2. Would you rather have all gold abilities, or would you rather have a guy that fits your scheme ×2? That's really the question, because Morton is really solid, stat-wise. Using the card, I think this card is really solid. I've played against him as well. This card is incredibly good. Not necessarily my number 1 quarterback, but when I'm looking at things, he is so good on this game. You could argue, man, Mark Sanchez is better than him. I do think it's close, but I do think the scheme spotlight cards are just overpowered because of the scheme boost they do provide. At my number 6, we've got Brilin, Braxton, another LTD, 95 speed, 96 acceleration, throwing the football really good, throws a tight spiral. Another, scheme spotlight card that is just a stud on this game. Honestly, for a while there on this game, the scheme spotlight drops literally ran the game. Remember, you can boost Brilin Braxton's scheme ×2. The card is 200,000 coins. You could buy him and sell him whenever. This card is incredibly good, and I always like looking at comments to see what other people think about him. The problem with Brilin Braxton is he came out a while ago. I'm telling you, he is so good. People are already confused why he's selling for so little. I don't know. It's because the quarterback position is stacked, but Brilin Braxton is incredibly good. At my number 5, Drew Allar. Now, do I think Drew Allar is overpriced? Maybe slightly. Do I think Drew Allar is incredibly good? Yes. 95 speed, Great throw accuracy across the board. And, can boost that scheme times 2. I always, again, looking at this, and people want to gas Will Howard. And the last time I did my quarterback rankings, everybody's like, Ty, where's Will Howard? He's not a top quarterback in the game. I'm sorry, he's not. Drew Allar's incredibly good, though. Do I think he's this much better than Brilin Braxton, though? No, I don't. And so I'm wondering, why people really are paying this much for Drew Allar. I think the card's good, but I don't think he's that much better than Morton or Brilin Braxton. Coming in at my number 4, we've got DJ Lagway. Now, this is one that I'm maybe biased for. Now, if you aren't running pro style, the other quarterbacks might be better as far as you're fitting your scheme. If you don't run a scheme team, it does not matter. I've used DJ Lagway, and he has been the best quarterback that I've used this year. It's that simple. 96 speed, 97 acceleration, throwing stats off the chart good, does throw a tight spiral. The only downfall to him is that paranoid trait. That's it. Throwing the football, incredible for Lagway. I've had just as much success with Lagway as anybody else in this game. A card I absolutely really do like, and I think can lead you guys to so much success on this game. At my number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Now, a lot of people might be like, what? Hear me out. All gold abilities for Mahomes. Throws a tight spiral. Throwing the football. It doesn't get better than this card. Honestly. And I know you guys might not love the fact that Mahomes is this high, but with the way he throws the football with all gold abilities, I think you've got to hype Mahomes up a little bit. And again, is he for sure better than Drew Allar? I think it really depends on what abilities you want to give a quarterback. If you don't care about that gold dot, the gold workhorse, then guess what? A guy like Drew Allar might be better for you than Patrick Mahomes. But I think because of the ability to get those all gold abilities, gotta hype Mahomes up a little bit. Coming in at my number 3. At my number 2, Joe Burrow. 93 speed, 94 acceleration, throwing the football, incredibly good. Honestly, throwing the football, it doesn't get better than Joe Burrow is on this game. Throws a tight spiral, 98 throw power with 99 stuff all across the board. I'm telling you right now, Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I'm telling you, he is so good on this game. People are asking and gassing and saying not enough speed. I get it, right? And honestly, I agree with it. Also does get field general on gold. I should mention that. I don't know if I'd use that. I don't think it's that great. But again, I don't know. Maybe if people are saying they've activated the ability and it doesn't do anything. Classic cut right there. But Joe Burrow still is really good. Even if you don't use the gold field general, the card is still absolutely a beast. I do think he is quarterback 1 on this game. Or quarterback 2 on this game, I should say. My quarterback 1 is this card right here. Taylen Green. A lot of people might not agree with me. Because again, ability-wise and throwing the football. I would say throwing the football, he's not as good as Joe Burrow. But he's got 97 speed with 98 acceleration. Scheme spotlight player. You can change the scheme to fit yours. Who's the better quarterback than him? Right? Throws a tight spiral. Can get whatever scheme you want times 2. 97 speed, 98 acceleration, throwing power, 98. He is the best quarterback on the game. I'm sorry, he is. I don't know, how else you describe it. Like, this card is such a beast on this game. There's really no flaws at all in Taylen Green. And if you are complaining about this card, I don't know why and I don't know how. I'm telling you, I love what this card can provide for you guys on the field. Again, good speed, good acceleration, just so good on this game. So it is what it is. I think this card is an absolute beast. Is definitely my quarterback 1 right now in this game. But remember, when I'm looking at the quarterback position, all of these top 10 quarterbacks can play. I didn't even talk about some of the other guys that you might be running that are good. Like, if you're still running this Will Howard, I don't love him, but he's fine. Cam Ward can obviously still play. Ryan Lee can play. Like, the list of guys that didn't make this list that are good go on and on. So hopefully this video can help you guys out, help you guys decide who you want to pick up at the quarterback position. As always, guys, it's not a one-size-fits all. So get guys that work with your specific team. That is going to wrap it up for our video. Drop a like on it, guys. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.